All right, from you growing up, what were the things before you had like black friends and Spanish friends and all that? What was the thought?
Stay away from black people.
Why?
Because
they smoke crack, they steal.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
It's the news. The news. Tell them.
They're gonna rob you. They're gonna do that. They're gonna beat you up. They're gonna do all that type of shit, right? I remember, like my grandfather didn't let me go in. He said that if you're gonna talk to a black kid, you can't come back in his house. And I didn't go back in the house. I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 4 or some shit. See, I don't know, right? But I was young, and. You know, and that's what I experienced.
But that started from you having a relationship with a black friend.
In school.
Right.
That was important to you.
Right.
Who was?
Black.
But who was the person?
I don't even know. I've never seen him after that.
What do you mean?
So what happened was...
But you had a friend.
All right. What happened was my grandfather lived in Brooklyn, right? He lived in like by Brownsville area, like somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I lived there for a little bit, right? And then when I was a kid, I went to school. I was zoned to a school there. My first 2-3 days there, I go to the school. When my grandfather comes and picks me up, I'm standing outside talking to a black kid. And when I go in the car, he looks in the mirror and tells me if he catches me talking to another black kid, I can't go in the house. So when we got in the house, I stayed my ass outside. I stood right on the fucking the steps, and I said, "Call my mother. I'm not going inside. Fuck you." You know what I'm saying? And my mom came and picked me up. You know what I'm saying? So, so that I was going through that shit since a kid, you know what I mean? And then
he had an experience.
No, but again, it's like
I don't think he had a personal experience.
You don't think he ever got robbed or he got beat up?
He might have, but
right.
you know.
But he might have been taught that from his family, his parents.
Or he might have, he
might have got robbed or beat up.
But it's not out of hate. That's the thing.
Right.
It's not out of hate. You feel me? Like the China, the Asian prejudice that I've experienced isn't hate. I hate black people. I'm scared of black people.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Got a lot to say. Ain't no introduction. I'm jumping straight to the shit. First and foremost, I think it's very awkward. Well, first, let me just title the goddamn video. Why don't the Asian community accept China Mac? Yeah, that's gonna be the title. But before I can even get to China, I gotta address. Yeah, this little podcast he on with these number black dudes or whatever. He's explaining to them about their own struggle and shit. Like when he said his grandfather taught him this and this and that, they tried to take up for the grandfather, and he defended the black community on some shit, like teaching them about their goddamn self. Like, because they said, well, maybe the reason why he taught you not to hang around black kids is because he was robbed by one of them. Well, that would mean every Asian was robbed by a black man, because all of them teach it. So this is coming from a black man. So you're saying that the reason why they teach them that because they was robbed, so that means every one of them was robbed by a black man, which is unheard of. So just thought I'd point that out. And he said it's just that they scared of us, and they infer. Okay, if that was true, if the reason why they teach their kids not to hang around our kids, even as kids, because at this point, black people, yeah, we don't get too dangerous till we become teenagers. So to keep them away from 6 and 7 year old black kids, that's a little extreme to me, because I recall I've been in several convenience stores, all kind of shit, and y'all look very comfortable. I've never walked in a convenience store and seen Asians look scared. Never happened. Y'all kids be walking around the store playing and shit. You be walking around with your newborn babies and shit. So it can't be too dangerous. our women get their nails done by you. It can't be too nice. You got the hair salon. We buy all these wigs. Ain't nobody robbed you for none of them wigs. So it can't be too goddamn dangerous. Yeah. Matter of fact, you know, I was traumatized as a kid. I was about 13, 12, 13. And it's this hood store right on West Houston in Marshall, Texas. I went in there and I think I stole a bag of chips or some shit. And goddamn it, I was hungry. It was on some shit like that. And I was just stealing a bag of chips. Bro, I swear to God, my right hand, get out, star. Get out, star. Bro, they pulled out, I swear to God, I've never seen no kind of automatic shit like, bro, they pulled out a motherfucking, I ain't seen no shit like this to this day. It wasn't no pistol or nothing. That shit look like some automatic shit. Motherfucker pulled that shit out on me. I ran the fuck up out that store. Because, and this goes on. Many brothers have been shot for stealing. While he's running, get shot in the back. So I think y'all are a lot more dangerous to us than we are to y'all. That's just one thing I wanted to point out. Yeah, y'all don't get y'all. We more mean to we rob Mexicans way more than we'll rob an Asian. We don't fuck with y'all. Now we tiptoe around you, and every time y'all see us, we spending money. So how can you hate that? How can you teach your kids to stay away from somebody that every time you see him, he's spending money with you? You can move right in our ghettos, and y'all don't get robbed. We spend money with you. Okay, so I was just pointing that out. Another thing I want to point out. When we show y'all love, y'all never show it back. If I recall, one of our most prized possessions at this time, Chris Tucker was the hottest thing in black market. He was our hottest comedian at the time, and we gave him to you. He went to China. He done they done did 4. I think they working on 5. He done did all these movies and showed y'all some of this sauce, made you laugh and shit. Cause I saw y'all thought he was very funny and shit like that, and him and Jackie Chan hooked up. But the difference between y'all and us is that I ain't seen Chris Tucker just really go to China. Like, he ain't got no house out there or nothing, and yeah, y'all ain't made him no statue or nothing. He can't get in none of y'all movies. He can't get in no Chinese movie unless it's Jackie Chan. So why can't he come over there and start him a little movie production and bring more blacks into the cinemas in China? But guess what Jackie Chan can do? Jackie Chan done did over 20 movies in America. He came over here and became an American star. Most blacks, they say Jackie Chan is one of the top karate dudes. So Jackie Chan became a superstar. Chris Tucker got 4 movies and that's it. We've never heard nothing else from him. So that's just a point I wanted to make. But why don't the Asians accept China Mac? You accept every goddamn thing else. Y'all accept a lot of shit. China Mac can do a lot for the Asian community. He said he's trying to be that bridge that can bring us together. China Mac think he can do it. I disagree. I don't think China Mac can do it because you can't convince a group of people to do something that they're not. That's not in the order of plans. When Asians come to America, their plan is to get money. It ain't to love nobody. It ain't to get together and build with other. No, it's to get money and survive, which I perfectly understand that. But it's only one group of people that everybody tell their kids to stay away from. Which is starting to, like I said, I've been talking about this law they gonna fuck around and pass pretty goddamn soon, where if a black man just look threatening, you can just gun them down. And everybody will sign. Asians, Latino, all of them will sign for it. And by the way, let me break down the food chain real quick. At the top, you got white folks. Number 2, you got Jews, white Jews. Number 3, you got Asians. Number 4, that's the Arabs, Africans, Indians, all them in the same number. Look, they 4. Up under them, then you got Latinos. Yeah, they pretty low, and below them is us, and we at the bottom. So that's the food chain of success in America. because Asians always got a home to go back to. They got a whole continent. And that's why I don't get why Latinos war with us so much when y'all really Americans. And that's why I think it's very funny, because when Cool Boy still fight Monster anyway, most Latinos, they're going to be going for anyway. They're going to be going, even though they're Americans, they're going to go. It's like everybody don't mind fucking with everybody as long as y'all ain't fucking with us. I'm just noticing that. But like I said, it's survival, but it's also lack of morals. Yeah, it's survival because everybody know when you come over here, don't fuck with black folks. That's what white folks gonna do. Don't fuck with them, because if y'all unite with us, y'all become an enemy of the white supremacy. So y'all don't want no trouble. Y'all come over, y'all just want to get your money. And if you got to exploit black folks to do it, and because that's why you're able to get the stores you're able to get as soon as you come into the community. So, everybody just behave well. That's what they come over here and do, and they act right. And black people is everybody's number one enemy. But we spend with everybody. So I just think it's very goddamn strange. Got to point this out. Asians to me, y'all like our number 3 enemy behind whites, then white Jews, then Asian. Yeah, y'all like number 3 because y'all buying up land in Africa. You're teaching your languages in Africa and shit, and you treat us bad over there in Asia. I heard about what y'all doing over there. And you done bought, you're buying up Jamaica. You damn near run Jamaica. I'm just looking at how y'all taking over our communities, but we can't never come in y'all communities. We're not very welcomed in your countries like that. So I'm just looking at this. And like I said, it's one thing to just come over here and want to survive and make your money, build your businesses. But it's a lot of hate in what y'all do towards black people. It's a lot of hate. And I know we was whooping y'all ass a couple years ago. Out the blue, we just started beating y'all ass. And then they wrote an Asian hate crime bill or some shit over a few ass whoopings or something. But black people actually lose their life every day because of hate. So black folks, I don't know what more it's going to take for y'all to really get it that it's about money over here in this country. And everybody trying to survive. And the number one rule is to get money from black folks, but don't fuck with them. You can get money from them, but don't fuck with them. Don't join hands. That's why you ain't never seen no other group of people join hands with us. That ain't going to happen. But at this time, we so lost in the sauce and warring with each other, because another thing that we don't realize, and a lot of people say black folks, we are biggest, and no, white supremacy is bigger. We number 2 though. We are second worst, and but white supremacy is what taught self-hate. And self-hate is the number one money maker in the world. Self-hate is what creates hip-hop. Self-hate is what creates crimes. Self-hate is what builds the whole criminal justice system. So self-hate is the number. Self-hate is why black women spend billions of dollars a year with Chinese. So self-hate is the number one money maker. So everybody depends on the self-hate of black folks to make money. So yeah, just a little scenario I thought I'd throw out there. Everybody depend on the self-hate of black people to make money, because if black folks didn't hate themselves so much, we would get offended when we see y'all build stores in our community. We would get offended when you move into our community and move yours next door and slowly take over our community. Black folks ain't never war. Black folks in Texas ain't never war with Mexicans for coming over here and taking over. We welcome you and we buy your tacos, but y'all hate us and you tell your kids don't fuck with us. So yeah, it's just a little reminder I'm trying to get black folks to understand. We in this shit listen, until you couple of Mexicans and couple of Asians that step outside your community and fuck with us, I wish more of y'all would try to be like old Charlie Mack and cross that bridge and get your people to understand we not dangerous. Cause we ain't dangerous when we buying tacos. We ain't dangerous when we in your restaurants. We ain't dangerous when we at your tire shop. So why the fuck is we considered a goddamn dangerous? A danger to people. We a danger to everybody. But ourselves, I guess. So this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.